What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. And in today's video, I'm bringing you something really special. Propstream is back with MLS data, right? I know there was a big scare going around in the real estate wholesale community. Oh my gosh, Propstream data is gone. What are we going to do? We can no longer comp properties. We can no longer figure out what properties are worth. And I know a lot of people were like, hey, I'm jumping ship. I'm going away from Propstream. Well, I said no, and I was in talks with Burton, who's here with me today, the whole time, and we knew the data was coming back, and we knew the data was coming back even better. So MLS data is back on Propstream. So today I wanted to jump on here with Burton, show you guys how the MLS data is back, so that way you guys know you can run your comps accurately once again, and also show you exactly what else Propstream can do to benefit you. I've been using Propstream since I got into this business at 16 years old. I'm almost 20 years old now. I still use Propstream. My whole team of sales managers use Propstream. We want to be able to do what we do without it. And so that's why I want to bring it to my following's attention, my YouTube subscribers' attention, so that way you can use the same tool that I use in my business day to day. So thank you, Burton, for joining me.
Thank you for having me, man. That's really cool. I didn't know about that. You started at 16 and
Yeah.
man, you're growing on Propstream just like I've been growing with Propstream. So this is really cool. But thank you for having me, man.
Of course, I'm growing up with Propstream just like you. Yep.
So I love what you just said. You know, back in January, there was a little speed bump in the road when it comes to data aggregation. And for those that didn't know, January of 2022, all third-party data aggregators, essentially Propstream, were restricted from displaying two types of data: failed data, MLS failed data, and MLS sold data, right? So in January, we were told Propstream, stop showing all those failed properties and stop showing those sale prices. Get them out of your system. So had to set them aside. Good thing though is they let us keep the active listings, so you were still able to know what was on market, what was off market. Because if they took that away, whatever your marketing cost is, double that, because every property could have been on market for all that matters. So we didn't lose everything, right? So over the last 6 months, our team has been really working hard on the back end to crack the code to get that data back, because we know how important it is. Now, there are some misconceptions out there I want to clarify. MLS is just a portion of all the data that we have, right? As a matter of fact, MLS, for those that don't know, are properties in which an agent has represented, right? So we have active, pending, contingent, failed, and sold. Those are the statuses that are in the MLS data sets. And so again, failed and sold is what removed. Now, there was this misconception that once that was gone, the sold data, that you couldn't run comps anymore. And let me just clear this fog up really quick. That is 100% not true. We have 100% public record coverage nationwide. What that means is that we see every sale that occurs, right? So whether it's a cash transaction that didn't use an agent, whether someone bought it at an auction, whether you built the house yesterday and sold it today, the county will eventually record that, and we're going to get that information, right? Same with MLS. When an agent sells a property, sure, they're going to put it on their MLS. We sold it for X amount, but that data will eventually hit the county, and we're going to get that information. It might take 3 weeks because of just the transition of data from agent to county, right? But we were still going to get that data. So you could still run comps even in the last few months when this MLS sold was gone. Now, where there was a challenge is when you were in a non-disclosure state. Non-disclosure state, there's 12 of them, are states that don't provide you a sale price. And so it is almost kind of important to either be an agent in that market or in those states, or work with an agent, because the counties that can give you the sell price, only the agents will have the sell price, but they'll only have the sell price of what's sold through an agent. So if you want to know what an off-market cash transaction was, you're not going to get that in that state, even if you have the MLS, right? So us having to restrict that information to our users did cause quite a commotion. It did challenge some of our users in a non-disclosure state, but it's back. There's a catch to it. We still cannot show you that sell price. So our team sat there for the last few months with all the sell data that we can't show you, So we really read that fine print, and they said, we can't show you the sell price. It's almost like a movie where that just kept repeating, can't show you the sell price, can't. So we decided to think outside of the box, and we created an algorithm that allows us to take that sell price and pretty much knock it off by up to 1%, making it about a 99% accurate value. This is the workaround. Why did we do that? Because we need to be here as long as your business is going to operate. We're not trying to do things we're not supposed to be doing, right? Because if we do that, then we potentially lose it all. And then we're not here tomorrow, and that might disrupt your operation. So we had to create a method that was sustainable, and that was it. We created our MLS estimated value, which takes that sell price, which we have, that we just can't show you, puts it through this algorithm, and gives you a value that's up to 1% off, right? Making it a 99% MLS value. This is what we've done, and we recently released in the last week, and man, it's been such a blessing. And Jacob, if I have a second, can I show you guys how it all works?
Yeah, let's do it. I remember when the data came back, my whole office was screaming, MLS data's back, MLS data. We were all so excited because the MLS data, you know, the way it was before on Propstream, it was so accurate and it was so helpful. And, you know, we were still running comps with Propstream, and we were doing everything we used to do with Propstream just based off the public record data. Like you said, that was still there. But, you know, sometimes that can be a little bit more delayed, and, you know, so, you know, it was a little bit of a challenge, but ultimately we're super excited to have it back, and I'm excited for you to show us. So let's check.
So one of the current questions right now is how does this work? So in order for me to show you how this is all going to work, I do have to pull up a disclosure state, right? Again, a disclosure state is going to show us the sell price. So I'm going to go into Propstream and pull up a market. Let's use Las Vegas, since I'll be there next week. Las Vegas, Nevada being a disclosure state. What that means is if I pull up a cash transaction, I'm going to be able to see what the cash amount was, right? The sell price are displayed. But what I'm going to do in this search is I'm going to go to Las Vegas. I'm going to look for property that's sold on the MLS. I'm going to make sure it's currently off market too. So it's sold on the MLS in the past. And let's just make sure it's been owned for over a year. So that way we know for sure the property has been recorded on paper. So I have properties that have been owned for over a year, owned by an individual, and it's sold and it's not listed at the moment. Okay. We're going to go ahead and hit close. What I'm seeing here on the right-hand side are properties that sold. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on it to show you how this is going to work. Okay. Now remember, this is disclosure state. What that means is that the public record is going to actually show you what that sell price is. Okay. There's a reason why I'm pulling this property up, and it's the reason why I'm in disclosure state. So we know in a disclosure state that a property, when it sells and the value is recorded, we know what that value is because the public will record it. But you see our MLS data, we can't show you the actual price, right? But we have it, right? And as I told you, when an agent sells it, so when this agent sold the property, right, for, in this case, that amount, we can't show you. So what we have to do is we have to take that amount and put it into our system and give you a value that's up to 1% off. And as you can see, $720 off. And that allows us to give you that MLS data on a nationwide level. As long as we don't give you the actual price and we make it just up to 1% off, right? So I could literally say it's 99% better at this point because we know what the exact price is, which again, the county did record, but we're just knocking it off by up to 1% so that we can tell you, hey, this property sold for around 370-ish, right? So this allows us to now show you MLS properties that sold on a nationwide level. So when you're now click on a property in Las Vegas and you decide to run comps on this property, when you're looking at the MLS properties, all these estimated values are, again, 99% accurate because we know what they sold for. We just cannot display it. What I like to do is put them both side by side. And you can see where some of the values are literally slightly off. 308, through 470. And some of them, they're even right on point because we've just changed it by a few pennies, again, up to 1% off. And so this is our algorithm that allows us to take the data we have, we cannot show you, and work around that system as long as we provide you an estimate that's up to 1% off, essentially an estimate that's 99% accurate.
Yeah.
So whether you're in a disclosure state or, again, for those that really needed this information, those that are in a non-disclosure state like Houston, where the cash buyers, you're not going to see sell prices 00000. Now you can find a property with the lien, click on that property with the lien, and go into the comparables and run comps using MLS. And that these values, even though they're estimate, again, we know what the price is, we just had to knock it off by up to 1%. So 672, 980, this property probably sold for 672 plus or minus. That's what we're doing to provide you this data and give it back to you in a sustainable way. That way it stays here and it's not just, oh, they brought it back again and we have to call Propstream and we have to tell them stop doing that. Yeah. This allows us to keep it here for as long as possible.
So you're just not allowed to give them the exact number. So you're just changing the number by a slight amount. So that way you're able to display it to all the customers that use Propstream. So that way you don't get in trouble and that way you can keep it there for us.
You nailed it right on the head, brother. That's awesome. Exactly the workaround. And the cool thing about getting the MLS data back is we got the rental listings back too, right? So now not only do we have the MLS sell, but we could see rental listings as well. We're doing the same thing, rental listing price, just knock it off by up to 1%. But like this one right here, I can go into the details that open up that comp property, that MLS comp property. And again, not only did we get the sold data, but this includes rental listings. So for those that are in disclosure and non-disclosure states, you know, to be able to see a sold for rent listing, now I know what a 2.5 bedroom is renting for in this zip code because we have that MLS data. So this was our bypass. This is how we got it and brought it back to you. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please let us know what your feedback is. If you have any questions regarding your specific market, reach out to our support staff. We'll be happy to address any questions that you have.
Awesome. So yeah, I just wanted to, bring this to my following's attention that the MLS data is back because I know that was like a big scare going on in the community. And that's because a lot of people love Propstream and a lot of people use it every single day in their business. And so it was a big deal when it went away, but now it is back. And I also just wanted to see, if you don't know what Propstream is and you're watching this video, I just wanted to, I think Burton can give you a little quick rundown of the different things you're able to do with it, because it's really the best all-in-one real estate investor tool for wholesalers, fix and flippers, whoever it may be, to do marketing, run comps, all of that. So you want to give us a little rundown of what Propstream can do?
Yeah, so besides that MLS data coming back, like we talked about, and how it came back and how it's being displayed, Propstream is just known in general for having unparalleled property information. So here's a thing. I can go to Houston right now and I can click on an individual property and in a heartbeat know, Herbert and April owns this property. I know how many beds, bathroom, year built. I see that the property sold on the MLS in 2018, which means they've owned it for 3 years and 11 months. I see who their lenders are. I see how their taxes have increased or decreased over the last 3 years. And just like we talked about, we have sold data. Public record has always been a thing that we've had, 100% coverage there. But what was brought back in recently was that MLS data. And now you can use them both if you want. So we have unparalleled property details, not just on a residential scale, but commercial vacant land. So if I wanted to know, who owns this park right here, I can click on that park, go into the details and know, okay, the person that owns this park is the government body, the city of Houston, and this is their mailing address if you need to get a hold of them. So whether it's commercial, whether it's a park, maybe it's a gas station you want to know about, we have it. That's just what we do extremely well. So gathering data from different corners of the data world and putting it together so that, again, I can zoom into a golf club and click on that golf club and instantly know who owns this golf club, right? That looks
As
like
a
it's in paint.
wholesaler, Propstream puts all the information we could possibly need right in front of us. So that way we can become a professional without maybe even knowing anything about real estate, right? Now we can
There you
put
go.
ourselves in the trusted advisor position when talking to the sellers because we have all the information about the surrounding area and real estate market at our fingertips, which is amazing.
Brilliant, brilliantly worded. And that's it. By simply pulling up that property, clicking on it, you have that information. Now, this, again, our bread and butter, but we also took it up a notch by allowing you to manipulate all that data. So not only can you search an address or click on a parcel and pull up one specific property's information, feel free to search any market nationwide. If today you wanted to go to Denver, Colorado to pull leads, then go to Denver, Colorado, and we'll show you all the records we have in Denver, Colorado. We'll even break them up for you. We'll show you how many of those records are MLS. If you want pre-foreclosure, click pre-foreclosures. You'll just get the pre-foreclosures. And if you click on any of the pre-foreclosures, guess what? In the details, we'll show you the pre-foreclosure information. So our system's not just providing you 154 million property records and the details behind them, we're giving you the ability to manipulate those records too. So you can go to Denver, choose any category any of those properties might be in, or pick a category and add additional filters to it. Like someone who didn't pay their taxes and they don't live in their house, owner occupied, no. And they're not answering their mail, which we get from the postal service. And last but not least, maybe you want it off market and a certain amount of equity because you're going to wholesale this property. So we got to get like that 30% or more in equity. And finally, I can now hit close, and it started with like hundreds of thousands of records are now highly targeted distressed homeowners that are off market with just the right amount of equity for you to get your assignment fee. So this is what we do. We gather data from every provider out there of data. And again, this data does not look like this. It's on Excel sheets, it's on CSV files. But what we do is we get it, we make them communicate with one another, and we provide that visual so that when you pull up a property, you're able to talk with confidence. We equip you with enough information to hopefully make the best decision, because one mistake in this industry could cost you a big one. And that's what we do. Thank you, Jacob, so much for allowing us to show you just the power behind Propstream.
Of course, Propstream is amazing. You can skip trace it with it. You can market with it. You can email blast. It'll give you a website for free. All of that. Literally, there's so much more than what we went over. I have other videos on my channel breaking down Propstream more in depth. So if you want to check that out as well. Also, I know Propstream has a bunch of, educational stuff for you to learn their platform on their website and whatnot. They have courses that you can go through. So that way you can become a master at Propstream, just like Burton and myself. So that way you know how to use it best for your business. But I wanted to bring this to you guys, and I've got a special exclusive discount for you guys. You can get a 7-day free trial for Propstream, 7 days for completely free. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's totally okay. There's a link in the description for a 7-day free trial of Propstream. And you're also going to get it cheaper than anybody else. It's normally $99 a month, but if you use my link that's in the description, you're going to get it for $97 a month. This is everything you need in order to wholesale real estate, and it's the main tool that me and my team use in order to do hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in profit every single month wholesaling real estate. So if you want to use the same tools that I use, Propstream is like my #1 tool. So make sure you click that link in the description. But again, thank you so much, Burton, for joining us. We really appreciate it. You help us out a lot. And other than that, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.